What's going on, people? For limited time, I had while I get home. Load don't deliver to Monday, so I was like, you know what? Gotta get car washed because the car is a mess. Think it must have rained. So you know, there's only so much dirt on my car I could take. Zachary, Melvin, Drew. Oh, what's going on, people? Yeah. I feel some water coming in the car. What's going on, people? It's TRB. I'm over here getting the car washed right now. Got the $10 car wash. Fancy. That's it? Oh, come on, man. I thought for $10 I get more than that. Gotta let that thing go. Cupcake. Just up here. Yeah. I got some downtime, so it's time to go home. Load don't deliver to Monday. Call load planning, people. I know my load don't deliver to Monday, so instead of trying to take a 34-hour restart or complaining about snow, you know what I did? I hopped in that hammer lane and got down to California as quick as possible. And guess what? Guess what the reward is? I get to go home and lay up under some boobies. Boobies. Ooh. Yeah. Hey, for broke truckers South, no, the highest car wash that they had where I could drive through was $10. I don't understand why they got to be a broke truck driver car wash. That's the highest they had. I'm not trying to sit out in LA and wait for somebody to walk car when I got to go to San Diego. Broke truck driver car wash. Yeah, okay. She looking all right to me. I don't need to get off on the park. So I'm trying to lay up. Come to the Bronx, $10, you get armor on all the tires. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Let's see. You inspired me to become a truck driver. I start school. Get in there and do your thing, bruh. So much a week, but once we have. Hey, Ice Water House. But Giovanni, King Solo. Do you plan to lease? I'm going lease next January or February. Whenever I get my regular sponge to get these misdemeanors off my back. I got $200 to pay. I usually have like 2 checks. Job, park the truck, hop in your car, you stop by a mailbox, right? Boom, it's another $300 to $600 sitting there waiting on you. You know, I kind of like the way that feel right there. I ain't gonna lie. So that part is all right with me. But yeah, I just want to come on and holler at y'all, see how y'all were living. You know, see what y'all doing on this. Out here in Cali, it's a beautiful 56 degrees, but it's warm. Like I'm about to literally like roll my windows down. I believe it's actually warmer than 56 degrees. My car might be off. Can you repost a video about starting a YouTube channel? I never took it down. All you gotta do to start a YouTube channel, dude, is just make a YouTube channel, and then you're gonna look for a guy called what's the guy usually glance? I usually go watch his videos because he gives some pretty good information. Jeff. So just go on YouTube. Oh, the feed stopped. Just go on YouTube and YouTube how to YouTube. Hey man, you know what? A real driver just drives an 18-wheeler. It don't matter what kind of truck you have. It don't matter what kind of truck you have. Tune in, Brick Bro. Spit that shit. I'm coming. Yeah. Shout out to Rodney, man. I don't know what happened because I had to start a new Facebook, so I can't even elaborate on that one. I can't even elaborate, but yeah, R.I.P to that dude, man. And that's just one of the things you got to deal with. Something happened to you out here on the road. You have a heart attack or whatever. You thousands of miles away from home. It can happen. You know. So definitely Jeffrey Like, that's his name. No. Jeffrey Like is for Snyder. I'm not talking about for Snyder. I'm talking about the start of YouTube. There's a dude on here that his whole channel was how to start a YouTube. And different ways to get your subscribers, and different ways to enhance your YouTube, and different ways to do this on YouTube. You know. I watched some of his information, like I got some of the stuff like how to tag a video. The diabetes don't deliver till Monday. So right now I'm on my way home, about an hour and a half away from home in the whip. We ain't got the whip wiped down a little bit because our yard is a dirt lot. So it's dirt and gravel. So by the time I get back and I have a car cover, it'll be all messed up. You said you wanted a W-9, so get it, son. You know you're not gonna get hired by Interstate. Come to Snyder. First off, if I get a W-9, it's gonna be because I'm a true owner-op. I'm not an actual lease, meaning I own the truck. You know. Interstate will hire me. They already saw the benefits of having me on their team. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's white satin. It's satin. I was saying it wrong. I was saying white satin. Rich the Truckers, still with Swift, got my year and happy. Hey, that's right. Rich the Trucker is one of those rare cases where he jumped on a dedicated route that was paying like 50-something cents a mile. So, you get you something like that, man. Hey, fuck it. Post up. As long as you making more than $1,000 a week, you all right. But yeah, I parked the truck over at the yard, hopped in the car, got my dirty clothes back there. And I'm about to go home, buy a Christmas tree, buy old pagan tree. About to go home and buy this pagan tree that God himself said not to do, regardless of how you feel about it. Jesus say one thing, but God say Jeremiah 10. But I'm about to go home, buy a pagan tree, and enjoy my family time, hang my tree up. You know what I'm saying? I might need to call home the muffin mess. I feel like eating about a couple pounds of shrimp. So look, I want to ask y'all a question. This is one of the questions. If you're not following me on Facebook, TheRightBrotha will. Just follow me over there. And one of the questions I posted was, my kids are young. I got 3 daughters. The oldest is 7, and then my twins are 6. Now, the question I posed, some people feel like because my kids are young, I'm supposed to stay home, get a local gig and be home every day with the kids. Some people feel like get it in while they're young, and then by the time they hit 10 or 11, you home every day, or however I set up my route to where I'm home 2-3 times a week and off on weekends. How do y'all feel about that? Do you feel like, now some people just gonna feel like you're supposed to be home all the time, raise your kids to that 18, That's how some people feel. But what do you guys feel about that? How do you guys feel about that? Like my thing is, my kids are young. I raised them. I bond with them. They know who their daddy is. They love me. I love them. And I'm doing the sacrifice. So by the time they hit the age of 10, where they can start to remember the trips to Disneyland and Disney World, where we can start to do the traditional regime type things going on, Disney cruises and stuff like that. And I'm trying to get everything done by the time they're 10 years old. So I still got about 3. Per my plan, I have a 5 and I have a 10-year plan. My 5-year plan has been put off. So technically it's a 6-year plan due to the circumstances with Interstate. But how do y'all feel about that? Do you think that when your kids are young, you should be home? Or do you think it's going OTR and trying to do lease and all this stuff while they're young is not a good move? You know, hard to go from OTR making 1,700 to a local gig making 650. Yeah. You got to grind and support them in the future. Being home would not make a future. I mean, Blue G's, you could be right. Because by the time they're 10 or 11 years old, I feel like with college funds popping. So I do want my kids to go to college, but then I also want them to take over the family business. You know, I want them all to be freight brokers and stuff like that. That's something dealing with the trucking industry. They don't necessarily have to drive trucks, and if they do, they can drive daddy trucks. You know what I'm saying? So right now, you know, they're young. So some people feel like you're not raising your kids because you're only home for, you know, 3 to 4 days out the month. You know, damn. You know what sucks about this app is the comments that y'all post, and I'm not going to be able to see them once I go offline so I can respond to them. So that part is going to suck. So let's see what y'all saying. I spent enough time with my daughter while she was a youngster. She's 7 now, and I feel like I want to go and hit the road. Yeah, I mean, you gotta think about it. Like, people that's in the trucking lifestyle, some of them feel like, yeah, you should go and do it, and some people just feel like, no, you need to be home with your daughters. You need to be home with your sons. You need to raise your kids. Like, you're not raising your kids. My daughter just turned 7. I just got approved by Swift. After watching your videos, I am taking the jump. And see, that's the thing. If you take the jump, by the time she's 10 or 11, you should already be set. Meaning, you go to Swift, Prime, Night, wherever to get your year of experience, and then you go jump, do whatever you want to do. If you want to go local, go. If you want to go lease, go lease. If you want to save up for a truck, continue to be company, save for a truck, you have that option. But the way that I have it, the way that I'm planning it, like within the next 4 years, I'm done. I'm done if it goes the way that I want. Now, you know, I got a plan, but per the plan, you know, circumstances and situations can change. You know, you can spend time with your kids one-on-one with them on the road. I mean, now you got FaceTime and everything. And another thing that I was mentioning at Blue, my wife is active duty Army. I will be far. Yeah, and so that's what one of the female drivers said. Like, don't compare it to a truck driver. Compare it to a dude in the military or a woman in the military. They're away from their kids, but they don't get half as much kickback or slack for being away from their family because they're serving the country. Technically, we serve in the country with the products you need. You know what I'm talking about? You know, you will pay more with company and get a free CDL. Yeah, so Richard Trucker, that's a hard choice because you don't want to miss out on times. True. You don't want to miss out on those little moments. Like, but the thing is, depending on what company you with, like, now that I'm with a small mom and pops company, getting time off is harder. When I was with Swift, my kids graduate on Friday, I'm home on Thursday, I leave back out on Monday. You know, I can be in California and just call up my DM and be like, hey man, I want to go home for about 2-3 days. They be like, all right, because they know how I run, and I felt like I built up that rapport with my, you know, DM. But being with a smaller company, I got a meeting that I just found out about on Wednesday to do my 40 hours of community service for this court shit. Now, if I was with Swift, I could be on the other side of the country. I'd be like, hey, Garrison, that was my dude, that was my DM. I'm like, hey, Garrison, I need to get back home. I need to be home by Wednesday so I can, you know, go to a meeting, and then I leave back out Wednesday night. He'd be like, all right. And by Wednesday, I'm home. I'm dropping a trailer in Europa Valley, and I'm bobtailing from LA down to San Diego, park my truck, or take the truck to the meeting. You know what I'm saying? And then hop out, go to my meeting, hop back in the truck. Hey, Garrison, I'm ready to roll. All right, boom, got a load. I'm bobtail back up to Europa Valley or pick up something down here in Otay Mesa, right by the border, and I'm out. You know, so that's the thing. Like, now I'm working for this smaller company. I know I'm kind of bouncing all over the place with the subjects, but hey, it gives y'all conversation. I can't really read your comments because my phone got fingerprints all over it, and the sun is bright. Nah, I like the way that feel on me. Bask on me. I've been in the snow way too long this week. Bask on me, Cali sun. But You know, a lot of people say working for a small company is better, but this is one of the sacrifices of working for a small company. I called that dude today. I found out about it Friday. I called him today. He like, man, you cannot tell me at the last minute. When did you find out? I said, I found out Friday. Well, you should have told me Friday. Well, you wasn't in. You're in today because you just sent me this message. That's the only way I knew you was in. And now he's like, man, I got a truck down. I got this load to do and this load, man. You just can't, you know, and I got to hear the whole goddamn speech about why it's important to properly plan. But I couldn't plan when this woman was going to call me back. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't be like, yeah, she called me on a Monday and I'm telling you on a Saturday. No, she called me yesterday after 5 when y'all was gone, and I'm telling you today. And it was like, what time is it? 3 in the afternoon. I think I called him about 11. You know, and that's just one of the things you got to consider going for a small company. That anything that you have, anything that you need to take care of can hurt that company. Like they can lose if. And then, so he's telling me, well, you know, I said, the meeting's probably only going to be an hour. I just need to meet with her. She need to see the type of person that I am in person, because where I'm going to work, I'm going to go work with kids, you know. And he was like, well, look, you can take 4 days off and not get a check next week, or you can reschedule that meeting. In my mind, I was like, man, fuck this job. You know what I'm saying? Because I know what's more important to me, being hit with 2 felonies or fucking $1,000. Kiss my ass. But I think he heard that in my voice. And he's like, look, I'm going to see what I can do. After 30 minutes of telling me why he got, you know, why I got to call in. You know, like, people say small companies is cool, but if I was working for one of them big boys, I wouldn't have to deal with that. When it comes down to, we need our own authority so we can call off when we want. Yeah, own authority or a company where you can pick your own loads. Anyone, either one of those is fine with me, Rich. Because if I can pick my own loads, guess what? I'll be down in San Diego picking up a load at items off the 905. And anybody in California know, anybody that's in San Diego know, that's where all the freight come in over Mexico on Cali side is off the 905. You know? So, shout out to Chasing Andrews, man. Did y'all see the hydrogen truck? It was a prototype, but you know, it's become a reality. And now I don't know how true that is, but they said that they ain't even gonna charge you for fuel for 1 million miles. No fuel for 1 million miles. Did you see it? I think that's pretty dope. To be honest with you, I think that's dope as hell. Zero emission truck. I just want to know what the they didn't show the inside of the truck though. You know what I'm saying? 800 1200 has been good to me. Let's see, TRB, I'm out. All right, man. I'm sorry I can't focus on your comments. Read that Facebook message from me. God bless. Have a good one. Will do. Thank you for stopping by. Will do, and thank you for stopping by. Yeah, I think that truck was pretty dope, man. But I want to see like how big it is. Yes, I seen it. Did you see his video about freight rates? Yeah. I think I saw it, but I couldn't focus on it like I wanted to. But yeah, I mean, that's the thing. See, he got government documents backing his claim up. So, you know, the people that's all like, why you want to go lease and pay the company trucks is the dumbest. That's why I say that's the dumbest thing I be hearing when people say, why do you want to pay the company's truck? Let me tell you something. If you a company driver, matter of fact, this is what he should have did. And I don't know if he did it. He should have calculated the miles from, okay, let's say if you did 3,000 miles, right? We can do the calculations right here. I don't have a calculator because I have my phone right there. Y'all do the calculation. 3,000 miles, let's go high. 3,000 miles at the average company probably making about between 4 and 4. So let's go 43 cents. How much is that? 3,000 miles at 43 cents is how much? Is it anywhere near the 7,000 that he was talking about? Huh? You know what I'm saying? Yo, that's what killed me. Like, you know, oh, I don't want to take on the responsibility. That's business operation costs, baby. That's business operation costs. You know, not only that, stop letting the government tell you what money they're going to take and become a 1099 and tell the government what you're going to give them. You know, you get what I'm saying? Like, I'm sorry, that shit gets me amped up when I start talking about the possibilities, the money. Woo! Now, I'll probably get back out there and fail, but fuck it, I'm going. And I'm not going to ask 1,001 goddamn questions about going. You know? King Dent was happening. You know, but yeah, man, I mean, that's a government document that he showed you about the money that you can make. And I think that was I think he said it was 2 loads. It was 2 loads. Going from point A to point B and made all kinds of money. All kinds of money. All right, boom, there you go. 3,000 at 43 cents. The max you can make with your governed truck is $1,290. Now we know Rich the Trucker, we know you make more than that. You know what I'm saying? We can't really put your account into equations, but even if we wanted to, what is it at 50 cents? 53 cents. You know? So, hey, don't let these people tell you lease. Now, don't get me wrong. Is lease a ripoff? You are going to bend over and you are going to get the head of that dick. That's all. I mean, it is what it is. You know, you gonna get a little bit of shaft. You know, the truck notes are high, or the freight is this and this and that. But the amount of money you can make, you can save up and get your own truck. You know, in order to be your boss, the one thing you gotta learn, you gotta crawl before you walk. And if you're a company driver, you're crawling. I ain't saying like crawling like in a bad way. I'm saying you're learning the ropes. I wonder how much I'm seeing a lot of blue Amazon trailers. Did y'all? Is it me, or does the Amazon logo look like a curved penis, or is that just my perverted mind? It might be just my perverted mind. But yeah, that should get me excited, bro. You know, NJ, what's going on? Search B Smooth makes money viz. He is the owner of at Prime and breaks it down. Yeah, Loshan Parks as well. Look for Loshan Park On Point Concept. He breaks his numbers down with calculators and documents and everything else as well. You know. Yeah, I mean, lease isn't for everybody. And I'm not gonna tell you to go lease. I'm telling you, I'm going lease. When y'all hear me talk about lease, it's me going lease. I ain't trying to force y'all to go lease, or there's no other way to make good money. No, you can get a dedicated route like Rich the Trucker. Be home every day or every other day and off on weekends and still bring home $1,200, $1,300 or more, or less. I forget how much he showed on his paycheck video. You know. But for me, like I said, I got 5 years in this thing that I'm gonna do. And in that 5 years, I'm gonna have everything set up so buttery smooth. I plan on having everything set up so buttery smooth where I can just take a load from San Diego to LA, probably LA to maybe Northern California, then one load all the way back down to LA and back home. So I'm probably gonna be out 3 days, 3 days out the week. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm gonna be leased on to a company to where it's like, you know what, I want to go check out the East Coast, or I want to take my kids and my lady, you know, to Florida. Boom, we out. You know, I'm making my sacrifices while my kids are young. So by the time they start to remember, because who remembers when they're 5 or 6? You know what I'm saying? Who remembers? You probably start remembering stuff when you was 9. Like when I was 9, I scratched my knee on a car. You know, something like that. Work percent only, never. Yeah, you want to go percentage. You always want to do like if you're gonna go per mile, then that's the max you're gonna make. Now, when you do per mile, that's the guarantee though. You know what I'm saying? That's a guarantee that all miles driven, you're gonna get paid $1.12, $1.50, $1.80 a mile. But if you watch LoShawn Park's Facebook live feeds in YTTA, he's talking about taking loads 200-300 miles, making $2,000-$3,000. If you go mileage, you're setting your rate. That's it. That's all you're gonna make. Now, what percentage is gonna fluctuate? Because some loads are gonna be 90 cents. Some loads might be, $2. So that's the only reason why I don't want to go mileage, because the loads might fluctuate. Some loads might pay more than others, and I want that extra pay. You dig? Even haul wine. Yeah, you go to Napa Valley, haul the wine. Even haul wine, TRB. I'm up in Napa, lots of wine headed to SoCal. Hell yeah, but that wine is heavy. Now Napa, I done delivered wine while I was with Swift. Napa's so goddamn beautiful. Like, you go up the hill and then you above the fog, then you go below the fog, you see the wine vineyards and shit. Yeah, that's just cool. That's just heavy though. Smitty the trucker, baby. Subscribe to Smitty. Make that money do what habit. That's why I love Prime. Yeah, man. Yeah, Prime is the business. But see, I think Prime is getting real big because of social media. You probably heard me say this before. A lot of the companies don't understand the power of social media, and because Prime got such a social media presence, that's why they're able to just turn people away. Like, no, we don't want you. Google CR England reviews. CR England is a trucking company with their own training like Prime and Swift. Honestly, bro, I'm gonna tell you like this. Training is all what you make of it, because 90% of the shit that you're gonna learn properly on how to handle the road is gonna be with your mentor and by yourself. So people say CR England's not a good place to learn. It's a good place to get your CDL. Regardless of what company you go to, it's a good place to get your CDL. CR England, Prime, Swift, Warner, whatever. At the end of the day, did you get your CDL? You hear me? A lot of people is on Prime dick right now. Prime is the business though. I mean, that's you get guaranteed $700 in training. That's the highest I know. Avery, the dude was on here was talking about Avery. Avery's another oh, come on, man. You ain't had to stop that much. Avery's another place that takes students. And I think the dude said they guarantee $600. To me, Prime is a good company. But then again, you're asking somebody who's telling you Swift was a good company. You know what I'm saying? For me, Swift was awesome. All the shit that everybody was saying about Swift, I personally did not experience it. So if you're just looking at it, look, if in your area there's a CR England terminal within 50 miles, and then there's a Prime terminal within 150 miles. I mean, you the one got to make that choice. Prime has fallen off, and the old heads are leaving. Now, the old heads are evolving, and that's another thing that people don't seem to understand. People thinking Prime is falling off because all these people are leaving. These people are not leaving. These people are evolving. They got what they needed from Prime. They got the money they needed in order to move on. They got the training and experience they needed to move on. And the main thing is experience. And now they evolve to the next level. Some people stay at Prime forever. Or not Prime, but some people stay with one company forever. And the people that stay with one company forever, especially if it's a company that don't have a pension, or you gotta evolve, people. You gotta be able to leave a company on good terms and step out into the wild. You know what I'm saying? Step out into the wild. So a lot of these people are just coming up on opportunities to evolve, to make more money, to get more experience, and to move up and to gain more of what they was getting at Prime. You know, the Prime terminal is like 30 minutes from the house. Boom. Then that's a reason why to go to Prime right there. Now, it seems long though. To me, Prime training seems long. Like Swift, 4 to 6 weeks. Boom, you're out. Now, it's on you if you picked up the information you needed. It's on you if you picked up the information you needed. I was there 4 to 6 weeks, and guess what? I ain't been in an accident. I got all my loads there on time. I know how to trip plan. I know how to do all the stuff. Y'all do with y'all company. Now, do Swift have a lot of accidents? Yeah, but you gotta look at it like this. Swift is 10 times bigger than probably most of the companies you drive for. So the amount of accidents they're gonna have is gonna seem higher, when actually, if you break it down, it's probably maybe 10 to 15% higher than the ratio of accidents that they have at whatever company you're at. They're huge, huge. You know? Wait, B Smooth wanted to come over where, Blue Jesus? He wanted to go over to Snyder? Yeah, Prime training is too long. I said, fuck that. You know, like I said, I ain't bashing Prime. Prime is a good company. You know, but you got to do what's best for you at the end. You know. So, it's just 2 months like Warner. Oh, is it? Just see why it seems so long. So that's 8 weeks? 8 weeks of training? Yeah. Just seems long. Like, I could swear still Cliff been on Trucker Brown truck for 5-6 months already. Just seems long. Trans Am's only 3 weeks of training, but Maverick is what's up. Yeah, I mean, like I said, at the end of the day, you got to do what's best for you. Hey, what you turning on your hazards for there, Bob? Straight truck? You got to do what's best for you. You know? Prime is the business right now because they got so much light in the social media. You know, if I was to make a video about Averett, or if I was to make a video about whatever company that's training, and I made, you know, 100 videos, other people are going to go there and they're going to start making videos, and then all of a sudden the name of that company is going to become an everyday, a household name. You know, it's going to become a household name. So yeah, and I found out about that company from Red Locks, a chick named Red Locks, and Machine Gun Mike Bell, you know, which completely has disappeared, but I don't blame him. I don't blame you at all there, Mike. Too much pettiness going on out here in the YouTube thing. Hey, Big Country, hold on. Any advice on where to shop for insurance when going on a R.I.P? None whatsoever. You want to ask the people that are not leased onto a company. If you're going completely on a R.I.P, I think I saw somebody, I think Golden Child mentioned Progressive, something like that, but he said something about you got to have a paydex score and all that good stuff. What's going on, Hall? It's not a national, yes or no? I'm thinking about either reefer or dry van. If you're with a company, then reefer will keep you moving, in my personal opinion. Redlocks is with Prime. Yeah, her and her dude went over to Prime. She said she was gonna be doing videos every week, but she out with her trainer right now, so doing her 30,000. Be Smooth in the house. What up, folks? Prime is growing, but it's time for me to move up with the big dogs. Oh shit! Wait a minute. So many people are evolving. Wait a minute, Be Smooth. All those $4, $5, $18,000 checks. Said it's time for them to move up. Hey, I ain't mad at you, Be Smooth. Do your thing, man. Just know I'm watching. I'm watching to see your moves, baby. You know, do anybody drive for Walmart? No, Walmart is like the upper echelon for company drivers, believe it or not. You know, you can talk bad about Walmart all you want. They truck drivers, I don't know about now, but, you know, make good money. Good money, simple runs. Actually, No, I think that was somebody who was pulling Walmart for somebody else was getting percentage off the other videos. Keep do rich. You know, signal's about to drop for about 5 minutes, but hopefully, you know, why do driving have less miles? They drive-in don't have less miles. It just depends on the time of the year and the freight that you're moving, and the dispatcher. You know, there's a lot of variables that go behind that. You know, people always got to eat, so that's why reefer keep moving. But at the same time, the reefers are going to be sitting for 3, 4, 5 hours getting loaded and unloaded. You know, as to where a drive-in could be dropping hook all day. So it ain't so much that they don't get less miles. It just all depends on their dispatcher. You know, are you moving companies? Who, me? Yeah. You obviously ain't watched my videos. I'm only at this company temporarily until I get done with court. When I get done with court, I'm out. And the next company I go to is gonna be Leasing. I'm probably not, like I said, I'm probably not even gonna tell y'all that I switched companies. Y'all just gotta pay attention to the background of the truck, and the color of the truck. All of a sudden you be like, dang, why you driving that white truck or this color truck or that color truck? Yeah, B Smooth say he going with the big dogs. Hey man. See again, that's the proper way to do it in my opinion. You went lease with Prime. Started to see the money, learn how to handle the money, learn how to handle the taxes, got the business squared away, understand what you're doing, and then you jump a little bigger, you evolve. A lot of people saying people are leaving Prime. They're not leaving Prime, they're evolving. You know? $80K a year for Walmart company driver. Yeah, there you go. 2,500 miles drive van running. Yeah, you usually get between 25. Like the average is between, for most companies, is between 22 and 3,000, maybe 3,100 miles a week, depending on how fast your truck goes. You know, but then again, you can look at it like, that's it. Like, that's it. You're not gonna make more than that. So if you look at your, like, you can calculate your pay right now. At X amount of miles per hour that your truck runs, how many hours can you get? Can you run in X amount of time? In 11 hours, all right? And then you can break it all the way down to how much you get paid an hour for running that truck. Preferably, it should be over $25 to $28 an hour. You know, Prime is great for newbies or for company drivers, but after a while, you gotta leave. Yeah, you gotta evolve, people. Gotta upgrade. You know, UPS is where it's at. Hey, UPS is doing big things all the time. All the time. Nah, I ain't doing flatbed. I'm too lazy for flatbed. I'll do reefer or drive-in. You know, how would you rank the best companies for rookie drivers? There's no ranking it. Like, a lot of people want to know the best company to go to. There's no best company to go to. You got to understand the circumstances and situation that you're in. So a lot of people, I get that question 1,000 times a day. What's the best company to go to? There is no best company. It just all depends on your circumstances and situation. If you need to get out right now, you need to go with whatever company is going to pick you up. Things aren't the same at Prime, but things are always changing. I'm looking at Roadrunner truckloads to pay 85% tri-state. Do you own your truck, Be Smooth? I forgot if you mentioned that or not. Let's see. Like, Roadrunner's cool. Landstar, stuff like that. Regardless of where you go, as long as you can pick your own freight. That's my thing. As long as you can pick your own freight and your own percentage. Because if you do that, you'll start to see the same things pop up on the load boards and you can get yourself a dedicated set route. You know what I mean? You can get yourself a set route. Like, okay, I only want to go from Texas to Atlanta, Atlanta to Florida, pick a load from Florida back to Atlanta, then back to Texas. I did the H lease and I own it now. Oh, then yeah, wherever you go, you're gonna be all right. You're gonna be all right. I remember you mentioning something about it, but I didn't remember if you owned it or not. All the flatbed companies, you can choose your own flat. Yeah, LoSean's over at Swift, and he's picking his own freight. I don't know if he's not really at Swift, people. I'm not gonna tell the company he's at. Oh, be smooth. You know, that's up to you, man. If you want to keep putting, you know, put your company out there, you tell me privately. I ain't gonna never put it out there. You know, I definitely would like to know where you know, your next move, just so I can see how things are working for you over there. Yep, done with using a dispatcher. Yeah, man, gotta get rid of dispatchers. Nothing against dispatchers. Nothing against dispatchers, but you gotta cut that umbilical cord, people. And I tell people all the time, you know, your first lease, go walk away. So, because if you go walk away, even if you go in the hole and you like, fuck this, you can get a truck back and then go back company. Just as long as you have the ability to learn from where you might have failed, or, you know, like, oh, I was using up too much fuel because I want to be in Hammerlane gang. I was doing this wrong. I was doing that wrong. I was picking loads going through mountains and stuff like that. As long as you learn from it, then by the time you go to your next lease, you'll be good to go. You know? United Vision is a good company out of Louisiana. Trucker Brown. Hotspot Boys doing good as hell. It's sad how people will be willing to get out of... it's sad how people will be willing to get others fired. Yeah, it is, but it's just the reality of the game that we're in. You know, if you're gonna be out there for the world to see, you gotta understand the world is not gonna be, everybody's not gonna be with you. People want to see you fail because it's more entertaining to see failure. It's more entertaining to see us bicker amongst each other. It's more entertaining. Yeah, Trucker Brown's flatbed. It's just more entertaining, and once you understand that, then you understand how you know the social media stuff is working when you become a public figure. Like I think I got 13,100 subscribers. How I got that, I don't know, but I am a public figure. So now I move just a tad bit differently than I would if I had 1,000 subscribers. Well, I want to see how things work before mentioning the company. You know how things go when people are looking for new companies. Same, oh yeah. That's, you know, honestly, you know, if a recruiter's not polishing that diamond to bring you on, that lets you know the company might not be hitting on nothing or something like that. I'm trying to say. What are you driving right now? I'm in the Freightliner. You talking about my car? Car is a Dodge Charger. And that driver's smoking. What are you smoking for? You going uphill smoking, driver. So is LoSean. Yeah, LoSean Park is a flatbed too. Oh, really? I'm not sure why you wanted to put that out. That driver's at Mercer, but just like that, people. I know you didn't do it to be malicious or nothing like that, but you know the information. A lot of these those are brand new trailers. See, there's somebody out there right now, because I keep seeing blue Amazon trailers, right? So there's the place, like the Hyundai place that makes trailers over in Mexico, across the border from where I live at. So I'm seeing all these trucks pulling these trailers. So somebody got a contract with Amazon to pull their empty trailers. Now, boom. You can't beat that. It's an empty trailer, and you're driving through sunny San Diego, coming up to LA, dropping them in LA at one of the Amazon distribution centers. Can you imagine how much money that is if you own a R.I.P or lease, or if you had that, you know, if you had the trucks to pull those empty trailers? You know, I'm heading home. Smooth, what's up, G? You know, what else, man, are you saving up for that ace at Prime? Oh, y'all having conversations amongst each other. That's what I'm talking about while I roll down this beautiful scene. I would show y'all, but I got the camera messed up. I didn't mean to set the camera the way it is. So I can't really show y'all like I want to. Oh, no, I mean, I know you didn't put it out to be malicious or nothing like that, but I'm saying, do Jay the trucker want their company out there? Because there could be trolls. There's 42 people watching right now. There could be trolls in here like, oh, that's what Jay the trucker had? Boom. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got to drive out there that did a California road through a stop sign, not realizing that to the left was a dead end. You know, where is chasing Andrew Jackson? What you mean, where he at? He just dropped the video today. Cool trucker. Yeah, I feel you, B Smooth. We trying to get that 100%. But all you need to do is get in the dough, and if you got the gift of gab, you can get that 100%. Sometimes you just gotta work. You gotta work within the regime to get out the regime, baby. Yes, sir. When I go lease in March, I will be saving for the ace. Be smooth. Let me ask you this: do you think it's quicker to own a truck through Prime, or just doing a lease with percentage? Yeah, them trolls is something else, you know, but that's just a part of the game. You know, you're gonna have to deal with trolls. That's just a part of the game. You know, like, people get mad about trolls, but you gotta understand, it's a part of the game. And once I realized that, they don't bother me as much no more. You know, every year at Prime, the down payment at Prime drops from 14 to 16. Hey, there go Chasing Andrews right there. You asking for him. There he is. Voila. You know what I'm saying? I just watched all your videos and I just got a message through Facebook. Glad you're not going ham like TB and Lil Shine on the vape game. I still got the same vape. Oh, beat up joint. Look how beat up that thing. Look, I dropped it. Same old beat up one, because that's how I do. I'm committed to my lady like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't need a variety of different devices in order to get whatever. You know, I missed your comment. Let's see. He said, when you say lease, are you referring to lease the tractor or lease onto a company? I'm talking about lease onto a company. Or both. I'm talking about both. Leasing a truck and leasing onto a company. And putting that lease truck onto a company. You know, matter of fact, since Chasing Andrews in here, let me ask him. Do you think, you know what? I already know the answer. I ain't even gonna ask. In my mind, as long as you go lease, is easy to own it. Because I'm thinking like, okay, let me ask you. If you go Prime Ace and you try to lease your truck, what's that, like a 4-year commitment, right? To get that, to own that truck? Let's see, he said, hell nah, you gotta break your neck for that truck payment at Prime. Hey, who was the dude? There was a dude like Prime is babying you. They make you use this CPAP machine like you a baby, and he didn't use it when he was at home and out with his lady, and so he got in trouble, and they was messing up his loads because he wasn't using his CPAP machine properly. Is he in here? Let's see. All right, Chasing Andrews. See, you can't really answer that question because you're not at Prime. 3 to 4 years. All right, Chasing Andrews. There we go. 3 to 4 years for a Prime lease guy to own their truck. Doing the leasing and making the money you make How long will you think? Now, wait, let's get some more information. Be smooth. How in 3 or 4 years? About how much is the truck that are you paying for? Are you paying $110,000 for it? $150,000 for the truck? Let me know. If your truck is $150,000, it take you 3 to 4 years. I want to know with Chase and Andrews, with the lease you're doing right now, how long do you think it would take to pay off a truck that's like $110,000 to $160,000? Do you think it'll still take 3 years? The CPAP machine, baby. Yeah. If y'all didn't know, Chase and Andrews work at Prime. First, he started off at Swift. Now he's at Prime. The night videos was just that was his friend truck that he would, get in. That was his friend truck that he would get in and do videos in. The new Cascadia, I haven't seen it up close and personal. I only seen it on camera, and seeing something like that on camera, you don't really get the depth perception of how big the cab is and all that other stuff. Trucker T, there you go. Trucker T said that. Trucker T was like, they babying you. Total cost came to $160,000. It was sold with the APU $130,000, similar to a dealership. Okay. So is Chase Andrews has no bills, no kids, young dude making all kinds of money. I'm gonna need you to break out that calculator, Chase. Do you think it'll take you 3 to 4 years to pay off a $160,000 truck? That's what I'm wondering. Do you think doing the lease that you're doing right now, do you think it'll take you 3 years to pay off a $160,000 truck? Now, I ain't saying you would get a $160,000 truck. I'm just saying as an example. And the funny part about it is you paid off that $160,000 truck. You can go over in parts of America and buy a house for $160,000. Now, people are getting $160,000 loans for 30 years. You know what I'm saying? You paid off a truck that's worth $130,000 to $160,000. You can go buy you a 2-3 bedroom house for $160,000 and pay it off in 3 to 4 years as well. If you use the same mentality that you use with that truck. So not only do you got a truck paid off, in 6 years, 6 to 8 years, you can have a truck and a house paid off. And another truck on the side making you more money. 3 to 4 years or less. Oh, all right. You can pay off a truck sooner. Yeah. But, all I'm saying at the end of the day, man, it's all kind of money to be made out there. It's all up to the individual. If you still get the people that say, don't go lease, I ain't gonna pay the company truck note, but yet they making 38 cents a mile, then just look at them and smile like I do. That's what when somebody be like, yeah, I'm not paying the company truck note, I just be like, oh, okay. But that load you're carrying of apples, like Chase and Andrew says, or limes or something that's paying $4,500, you're only getting 38 cents of that load a mile. But you ain't paying the company truck note? You better go ahead on with that, man. Not only are you paying the company truck note, but you're a W-2 employee, so the government's gonna take the money out your ass. The company's taking money out your ass. When you can go do a lease or be a business owner, you can tell Uncle Sam what you're gonna pay, as well as make more per mile. And get a fuel card, get fuel discounts, and then write the fuel off on your taxes. Hey, all I'm saying is, when you're ready to evolve and step the game up, the option is there. And the people that's telling you don't go lease, ask them why and ask them if they ever went lease. If you are a company driver, you pay indirectly. Your labor pays the truck. Exactly. That company might be getting $1.50 a mile, so you're getting 38 cents of that. So the company's still getting $1 something to pay their truck note. But boy, I ran 3,000 miles this week. Yeah, Yeah, but you paid that truck note with that 3,000 miles. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Now, again, I'm not saying anything wrong with company drivers. I'm a currently company driver, and I even had a meeting with the company I'm at now because I'm telling them I want to run more, and they're like, we want you to run more because that truck you got is expensive. Now, break that down. That truck you got is expensive. We want you to run more because I'm paying that company's truck note. You know, I'm a military vet, but I had long break in work history. So yeah, so don't ever let somebody like again. Are you gonna get ripped off a little? You are gonna get ripped off a little bit, but the pros outweigh the cons when it comes to a lease or owning your own truck. The pros outweigh the cons. And if I own my own truck, I would still lease it onto the company. So depending on how much the insurance and stuff is, until I get all the money I need in order to get my own DOT number. In which case, if you want to learn about that and you want to learn about IFTA, go holler at Golden Child. That's his niche. As far as trucking YouTube goes, he got the business side of things down. You can check out Be Smooth. You know, there is no honest work beneath any man. Oh yeah, don't entertain KOD, man. Just let him do his thing. I don't know what I missed his comment, but I'm pretty sure it was borderline trollish. It was borderline trollish, I'm sure. But it's funny though. Go with Swift, do a year and see what you, Jason. Yeah, go with Swift, go with Prime, go with any company that'll help you get your CDLs. That's all I say. You know. KLD, let's see. Let's see what KL. Why do you talk about trucking all the time? Because my channel is a lifestyle and trucking channel. Watch me all the time. Is it you want what? KLD, what do you want me to talk about? Let's go ahead and see. What do you want me to talk about, KLD? Most of the people in here are truck drivers or aspiring to become truck drivers. So I'm giving them the information that I have and directing them to other people that might have better information than me. You know? Yeah, and a lot of people are always on Lone Mountain. Like, there's no other companies out there that lease trucks that's a good company. I be wondering about that. Like, why? I don't know. No other. I think Chase might have mentioned another company, one or two companies that do trucks. But yeah, what's going on, man? What's going on, Jensen? Live feed is going on an hour, people. You know, but yeah, you know, and if you ain't subscribed to Chasing Andrews, check out Chasing Andrews. This man is doing his lease. He went from company to lease, and he give you all kind of information. You know. So KOD, you asked me why I always talk about trucking, then you want me to talk about automation trucking, which grammatically don't make sense, but nah, I get you. I don't think trucks will be fully autonomous, if that's the word you were looking for. I don't think trucks will be fully autonomous. I think we will get a lot more features that will make the truck a lot more safe, like rollover prevention technology, the on-guard technology, lane control technology, different things like that, you know. Having researched U.S. Express, let's see what y'all think about U.S. Express. What do you know about driver solution schools? I don't know. I guess they're pretty good, pretty cool. I guess I don't know. So how is this app working for you? I've got Trucker Josh vlogs to use it. I'm not sure what app you're referring to. Keep talking, bro. Every day I tune into your channel more. I want to drive safe. Hey, yeah, drive safe, man. Do your thing. Do your thing. Yeah, you can just go to Google. Google tell you everything. You know? Most people are followers. No one has a mind of their own anymore. They don't do research. They just do what other people do. I mean, you know, I said it before. All of us trucking YouTubers are giving you our experience and giving you our point of view. You take the information and incorporate it into the plan that you're trying to do. You know? Don't do what we do, but take the information that we give you and learn from it. You know what I'm saying? Just take the information and learn from it. We're not perfect. I mean, shit, you seen me go from Swift. I went lease for a week, got fired, and I'm back company. Then got hit with 2 felonies that's dropped down to misdemeanors, and now I gotta go do community service and pay a $3,700 fine. That's why I say my YouTube is about life and trucking. And it's probably gonna be about a whole bunch of other stuff, just randomness, you know. But I just get it to you raw, no condom, baby, no condom around this part. You know, how hard is it to wire a hand radio to a semi? I don't know. You can probably check with Ike Stevens on that. That's the radio dude right there. He the one that's into all the radio stuff. You know, what's up, TRB? I finally caught you live feed, brother. Yeah, what's going on, man? Maybe down the lanes, lease up will be a plan. For now, I'm going to do my 5-year plan. There you go. That's all you got to do, man. Just have a plan. If you have a plan, then regardless of what moves you make, those are the moves that you planned on making. And fuck what everybody else say. You know, that's one thing about me is people are not going to influence my frame of thought. I entertain your ideas, but you are not going to change. Like, that's just not how I work. I'm not wired like that. Like, I want to do this. Like, if I was easily influenced, I wouldn't have went to Swift, because all these people that don't drive a Swift told me not to go to Swift after watching all the stuff on YouTube and doing my research. I move by the beat of my own drum. Now, don't get me wrong, I listen to the beat of your drum, but at the end of the day, I'm doing my own thing. And if this is what I want to do, if I succeed or fail, it's on me. I ain't got to worry about blaming nobody else. Like, damn, it worked out for Chasing Andrews, but it didn't work out for me. Why? No. I see what Chasing Andrews do. I smile. I like it. I praise him. Good job. Then I go do my own thing. You know? And if at the end of the day, I want to see what he doing, how he... Come on, man. How he do it, see? Now, this dude over here smoking weed, right? California's legal now. This motherfucker is drifting all over the goddamn lane. I wish I could show y'all. You know, I look at B Smooth, he doing his thing at Prime. B Smooth, Trucker Brown, Losan was doing his thing over there. Am I going to Prime? No, why not? Because I'm gonna do my own thing. I wouldn't go to Prime because it's too much focus on Prime. I don't like going the popular option. As funny or strange as that might sound, I feel like I'm spitting. I'm gonna grab some water. I don't like to take the popular route. I learn more when I look at that Prime truck right there. Prime, what are you doing, drive? Let me look at it. Hey, there you go, Prime. I like taking the road less traveled, but that's just me. You know? Now, we'll copy Chasing Andrews with all kinds of money. Road rage wasn't road rage, dude was just drifting over my lane. I've been netting $3,000 a week consistently after paying off my truck, but I'm greedy and I want more money. There you go, get it. and you're in a prime position to get more money. You automatically, once I go lease, you automatically is guaranteed to make $695 more than me. Guaranteed. Depending on where I go, if I go back to quality or something like that. You know? Alright, let's see. I had to maneuver my ass about some of that traffic. It got thick over there. Cattle haulers make hella money. Yeah, cattle haulers do make good money, but I am too nice of a person to know that I'm taking these cows to get slaughtered. You know what I'm saying? I look in the cow eyes and it looks back at me and it lick its nose and I be like, oh damn, you about to die. I can't do it. Sorry. Not for me. Oh, I missed it. What's going on? Somebody trolling again? Don't worry about it, man. That's like, again, that is a part of the game. You know, Prime is the business. It can help you start a business, yeah. Prime position, and no pun intended. I'm sure it was a pun, Jay. You know, but Prime is still a company, people. All right? Prime is a good company to go to, but it's still a company. You know? At the end of the day, you got to cut the umbilical cord and get away and go do something bigger and better, or be in more control of your business that you started with the help of Prime. Haul diabetes then. I'm a company driver, so I ain't got no choice but to haul whatever the company tells me to haul. I am not in control of that aspect of the business because it is not my business. I'm running for their business, you know. Go to the oil fields, you can get money $5K a week. Yeah, you can do oil fields as well, but I mean, don't that fluctuate? Don't the pay fluctuate in the oil fields? So if they get slow or they having you know, oil prices dip, does that affect your money? But if you're picking your own loads, you ain't got to worry about the stock prices of a barrel of oil. Unless you own your truck like Be Smooth and you go run for them. Man, that is a weird ride on that Escalade. You can go run for them for the summertime, and then in the wintertime, go do your own thing. You know, I see you driving in the snow and you were scared as shit. Why? I wasn't scared as shit. I was just cautious. KOD. But you're not a driver, so you wouldn't understand. So let's see. You can work on the logistics side of Prime. You work on the logistics side of Prime with your own authority, but you will still deal with a dispatcher. As long as you got that umbilical, the dispatcher is the umbilical cord, people. Got to cut that umbilical cord. What do you think about Roadrunner transportation? I had no clue how Roadrunner operates. You gotta do like I do and just go watch YouTube. Yeah, I heard good and bad about Roadrunner. I'm thinking of trying them. Yeah. There you go. Roadrunner is high? What do you mean Roadrunner is high? I always hear you guys speak on Prime. What about Pam? I don't know anything about Pam. I don't know anything about Prime, you know, but Prime got such a social media presence. That's why you always hear about them. Roadrunner is talking real good. Nah, I haven't heard anything about Hill Bros either. CRST is a team-only company. Unless you go with CRST Malone, I think it is, then you might be able to run solo. But yeah, CRST. Now, here's the good and bad about CRST, in my opinion. From the 2-3 drivers that I know that work for them. If you get you a female co-driver, all I'm saying is, depending on how y'all get along, You know what? I'm gonna leave that alone. That ain't for me to put out there. That ain't for me to put out there. Pam and I here might work you at first and cut back big time. But again, you know, that's hearsay. You gotta ask the actual driver at the end of the day. So we all hear things about a variety of companies, but you need to hear it from the horse's mouth, and not just one horse's mouth. You know what I'm saying? Don't just look at the your tire flat there, dude. Ooh. Okay, he made it. Don't just, you know, when you look at reviews, don't look at just the 1 stars. Look at the 5 stars as well. You know, look at the 4 stars. Just read, you know, a few inserts out of all of them and see and get a better idea of why some people like it and some people don't. A lot of people just go to hear what people don't like about it, but they don't hear what, you know, some people do like about it. Why is he on here? Not even a trucker. Oh, yeah, he's just entertainment, people. That's all. That's all. Let's see. My signal might get a little bit low for about 5 minutes. Most of those companies on quality companies are bad. Only about 3 or 4 are good. Interstate, Jones, Motor, Tri-State, and maybe their Roadrunner, but no longer with them. Oh, there you go. I'm looking at Omaha alternative for Warner. Let's see it. Be smooth. Make money. True. But some of those 1 stars are trolls. Or people that messed up and then got mad because the company didn't cater to them and hold their hand. You know what I mean? So what about Warner Enterprise? I don't know about Warner. You probably got to do some research on them. There's some people that's happy at Warner, and some people that might not be happy at Warner. You just got to do your research. Cool trucker, don't let KOD get to you, man. Don't let KOD get to you, cool trucker. He's in here. Listen, there's a reason why I ain't blocked KOD. KOD is in here doing his job. All right, he gives a distraction to what it is that I'm doing. If you go there, stay 9 months, they will keep your maintenance money. Oof. That's one thing you don't want. You put that money into the maintenance fund. You don't want nobody to keep your maintenance money. But shout out to the people that shared this live broadcast, man. We're going on 1 hour and 15 minutes. It's still going. Kind of a dick. Warner's been around for a minute. Yeah, Warner's been around for a long time. Warner, Swift, JB Hunt, US Express. They've been around for at least 15, 20 years. You know, I'm chilling on my home time, bruh. Oh yeah, well, I appreciate you for enjoying me on your home time there. Cool trucker. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. So it might be a little weak. Jason posts, the trucker coach made a vid about PTI and they will not give. Here's my thing about the trucker coach. My thing about the trucker coach is, even though he probably got good information, he never worked for the companies. So sometimes when I hear him speak on the company, it makes me feel some type of way. You know what I'm saying? Like, he give out good information, great videos and all that stuff, but he never worked for that company. You know, check Trucker Coach out though. Hey, subscribe to him. I think I'm subscribed to him. I haven't seen his content lately though. Huh. I haven't seen a few people content lately, so I gotta check and see if YouTube might have unsubscribed me from him. But when it comes to a particular company that I'm looking at, I want people that have actually worked for the company. You know, if I want to hear Prime, then I go look at B Smooth, Low Shine, Trucker Brown, Smitty the Trucker, you know, Trucker T, Tiffany, you know, all currently. Because some people that give information, they used to work for the company 10 years ago. Shit's changed. You get what I'm saying? So sometimes when I hear Trucker Coach speak on a particular companies, like I take it in, but then I understand that he doesn't work for that company. So the research that he's doing is what people put on the internet, and maybe a few people that he might have talked to. But at the end of the day, you never worked for that company, so you don't really know that company. You only going off personal opinions of a few people. You know, now he might feel some type of way because I said that, but that's just how that's just how I feel. You don't hear me speaking on Prime too much because I've never worked for Prime. You know, you don't hear me speaking about Snyder too much because I never worked for Snyder. Do I know people that work for Snyder? Yeah. And I take their opinions with value. I take Jeffrey L. opinion with value because he works for Snyder. You know, I'll take so-and-so information because they actually work for such and such company. Stop at Four Corners and give me some corny soda. You know that's where I'm heading. As soon as I stop at the house, I'll be like, hey, y'all want anything for Four Corners? Or Red, yeah, Red worked for Roel Prime. I think she actually worked for Avery or something like that. But I will take her information because she's currently working for that company. Like here, I give you a perfect instance. When I went to school to go drive for Swift, I didn't need a permit. They trained you for your permit there. So if you go look at my videos, you're like, dang, he didn't say nothing about training for a permit. Yeah, because I didn't have to. But now things have changed. You know, even Ike Steven, I would take his information because he works for Snyder. Even though the last video he put out, he said something about the next 8 videos. I don't know. You know, they make you say $10,000. Can you say thanks, Jose Sanders, for telling you? I don't think you told me. If you did tell me about Camera-Fi, I missed it. But thanks, Jose. All I did was went to Google Play and did YouTube Live, and this was one of the apps that came up. But thank you, Jose, for putting me up on game. You are absolutely awesome, and I do appreciate it. You know, because we've been going for an hour and 20 minutes, and from what it looked like, the feed is all right. I don't know how choppy it is on your end. You know, Steven Transport, you go holler at King D-Rise. He currently leased for Steven's Transport, but he's on the lease side, so don't ask him too much about the company, because I think he didn't go company. I think he went straight lease. Prime gets many Steve Transport drivers. Many claim Steven Transport don't get them home. There you go. But if you want to ask somebody who works for it, ask King D-Rise. There's another dude that drives for Steven Transport. I forget his name though. I've been hearing about Steven Transport, yeah. But I don't want to, like, I wouldn't go to Steven Transport because you're capped at like less than $1 on the lease, which is, you know, it's weird. But it works for King D-Rise. Again, that's what I'm saying. Circumstances and situations. What's good for me might not be good for you. You dig? It's all good. I was raised on black and white TV. Boom. Let's see. The feed is perfect now. Hey, that's what's up, man. But I'm about to jump off because I'm literally around the corner from the house. But hey, an hour and 20 minutes. I should be able to get about 3-4 commercials in that junk, right? Shoot. What did Swift Lease pay? Last I was told was $1.12. That's the last I was told. My dad will start trucking next year. That's what's up, man. But anyway, I'm about to get off. I guess not. There's a funeral going. So we're going to hold on for a few more minutes while we... Now, in the South, when there's a funeral going, what you would do is you would turn your music all the way down. They don't do that out here in California. How's that cost of living in Cali? My bro lives in Newport Beach outside, pays $7K a month. Now, lucky for us, the house is paid off. Well, I take that back. We did some remodeling, so it's expensive to live out here. Like, once I jump lease, do lease for about a year or two, we moving. We're going down to Texas. You know, nah, we ain't paying no $7,000. That's just dumb. There is no reason to pay $7,000 in rent when you can go to Texas or. Why would you blow your horn, bitch? It's a funeral. God damn, disrespectful motherfuckers, man. But yet, when you die, you want motherfuckers to wait on you. Let's see. Do another live feed. I'm gonna end up doing another live feed. What you know about road running transportation? Hey, I guess right now you can kind of ask. In a minute, I guess you can ask Be Smooth. Be Smooth will have all that lease information for you. I want to move outskirts of a major city. I want to move on the outskirts. I don't want to move too far on the outskirts because, you know, I don't want to be hung from a tree. That's all I'm going to say. But I'm moving on the outskirts of a city because there's a lot of opportunities in Texas. Plenty of money to be made in Texas. The cost of living is still relatively low. Fucking A. Only in my neighborhood. Is that a high-speed chase going on? Anyway, people, it's TRB. I'm out of here. Thank y'all for stopping by. You guys are absolutely awesome. Thank you for subscribing. Check me out on Facebook, TheRightBrotha Will. And I'll keep y'all updated on what's going on. Hope everybody enjoy. Yeah, or the outskirts of Georgia, you know. I hope everybody enjoys this damn near hour and a half live feed. But it's time for me to go. All right. As always, thank you for stopping by. Peace.